Known as the land of enchantment, New Mexico boasts vibrant history, diverse cultures, breathtaking landscapes, and majestic peaks. New Mexico families live in some of the toughest terrain in the nation, presenting serious challenges to deliver reliable, sustainable broadband.
I can't stress enough the importance of getting every single New Mexican access to affordable, high-speed internet. Now, this is particularly true in rural areas and nation's pueblos and tribes.
That's why in 2021, the New Mexico Legislature created the Office of Broadband Access and Expansion and the Connect New Mexico Council. This was a communal effort championed by legislators like Representatives Garrett, Herrera, and Chandler in the House, and State Senators Stefanix and Michael Padilla.
We were lagging way behind in our broadband access here in New Mexico. And then high speed is where makes us competitive, if you will.
OBI is one of the most important agencies in New Mexico. Why is that? Because it ensures that we put broadband front and center. So every family, every student, every business person has access to affordable, accessible broadband.
OBI began operations in 2022 with one important goal.
The underlying mission for the Office of Broadband Access and Expansion is ensuring that everybody in New Mexico has access to broadband, whether it is a household or a small business, a low-income household, or members of tribes, nations, and pueblos around the state. It is our office's statutory obligation and our mission to make sure that they're connected.
There's always been a divide that I think a lot of people don't realize how much of it really is when it comes to the rural areas. Some people say that they're served, but it's not. And so OBI has really been able to embrace that.
OBI is also embracing a statewide challenge to provide internet service to historically underdeveloped communities. OBI awards state and federal grants to providers and local governments to build and expand broadband infrastructure. The agency guides, advises, and monitors projects to ensure administrative and financial compliance.
Also, Internet Solutions could not do what we do without OBI. They provide not just leadership, they demystify the process of moving funds from the federal government or the state government through service providers like myself, so that then those funds serve people with broadband access.
And OBI is moving as fast as fiber. In 2021, about 72% of New Mexico had high-speed internet. Today, 90% of New Mexico residents have access with about 770,000 locations connected. Still, tens of thousands of homes, businesses, and farms need reliable broadband.
It means access to healthcare. It means access to education. It means access to workforce development and to work itself. And without access to broadband, individuals can be cut loose. They can be separated from society and not be able to participate in every way that they need to.
We're closing that gap with federal and state funding, but if it's not administered well, if it's not supported properly, that funding could be wasted, could be squandered, and the opportunity to close the digital divide could be missed.
There's now nearly $900 million invested to deliver broadband to mostly rural, remote, and tribal communities. More than $200 million will complete 56 projects statewide through the Connect New Mexico Fund, and with federal dollars through the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. With these projects complete, New Mexico will be 94% connected by December 2026. Key grant awards include $117 million in ARPA funds for 21 broadband projects, $58 million through the Connect New Mexico Fund for 22 projects, nearly $25 million from the Student Connect program, $56 million to tribal communities, $7 million to provide public Wi-Fi service, $3.5 million for broadband planning and engineering. The federal government has also approved $382 million to OBI's $675 million broadband infrastructure proposal through the BEAD program. BEAD is New Mexico's biggest broadband funding source.
It means that we have a shot at finally closing the digital divide. 43,000 remaining unserved and underserved locations that haven't been connected through any of our other federally or state-funded programs can now be connected.
BEAD funding will go to 17 entities and pay for 31 infrastructure projects, using a mix of broadband technologies, including fiber, fixed wireless, and low Earth orbit satellite. BEAD projects will happen in 32 of the state's 33 counties. Once these are complete, New Mexico will be 100% connected.
This is a generational investment, and once this infrastructure is built, if it's built right, if it's resilient and reliable, it can be expanded upon.
Another $293 million in BEAD money will go to non-deployment projects as designated by the federal government. The Navajo Nation received the biggest BEAD award, $111 million. Pueblos of Jemez and Acoma also received funding.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for the Pueblo of Acoma to get this BEAD award. It helps our community develop our infrastructure with broadband, which is really lacking, especially in rural communities and Native American tribes.
Our nation's pueblos and tribes are in some of the most rural parts of our state. And so it's essential for them to have access, like anyone in the metropolitan area, to have healthcare, education, workforce development, and even work available to them just through the internet, as you and I do.
Geographical data and mapping are critical components in OBI's mission.
We make maps to help people better understand what we're doing, where it's happening, and how it relates to their world, their area of interest. Underlying maps are data that we analyze, and it helps our folks and our stakeholders make better decisions.
OBI is responsible for administering these resources, overseeing mapping, financial planning, rights of way, and analysis.
You can go to this office and they will have created plan after plan after plan, and they can help you pull information down on exactly what the broadband network needs to look like in your town, what it's going to cost, how to raise the money, what's a timeline, what's a project plan, all that stuff, putting it together to get it all done.
OBI's project managers guide and advise providers and local governments through the entire broadband project process. From groundbreakings to inspections to site visits, OBI's project managers are hands-on overseeing and guiding development.
It allows OBI and the state to see the work that's actually happening in the fields. We talk about funding, but we rarely see what's going on. So our project managers have the opportunity to review those projects and see that work getting done.
The village of Columbus in Luna County recently celebrated broadband connections. OBI awarded Valley Telecom Group a $3.7 million ARPA grant to provide broadband for 800 homes and businesses.
Just opens up so much for a small community where we feel very blessed to have a broadband in our community. We're a small community, but we're unique in that we have this high-speed internet here.
Officials say the youth of Columbus will reap the broadband benefits.
They're the ones who are going to be starting businesses or working for companies that are drawn here by the fact that we can communicate with the rest of the world. So it's huge for our kids. It's huge for the community. I see growth, I see promise, I see potential.
In Colfax County, a $3 million state grant is helping bring fiber connections to 1,370 locations in Raton.
It gives everybody now access to the internet. It offers us an opportunity to draw in business and commerce. We have been internet poor for so long. People have gotten used to streaming with the little circle going round and round and round.
And OBI is supporting communities in other ways. It awarded 2 internet providers more than $1.25 million in disaster grants to help Lincoln County recover from wildfires and flooding. The grants are funding resilient connections and broadband networks.
They've been able to restore a number of these, but they have 3 or 4 different areas where they need to continue to rebuild and give people a sense that they can come back.
Since 2024, OBI has awarded 26 tribal communities $56 million in state and federal grants. Jemez Pueblo received an $8.6 million OBI grant to build fiber to 670 homes. JNet, the internet provider established and operated by the Jemez Pueblo, has been constructing the current Fiber to the Home project.
So many communities in rural areas, in tribal areas especially, have been unserved, underserved, and for us to be able to bring high speed through our own network to the community, it's invaluable.
When we first got here, we were just using our hotspot. but now it's really good, especially with the kids and schooling and everything.
It needs children have access to the outside world and all the hopefully all the good that'll bring back to the bubble.
OSO Internet Solutions has about 60% of its network territory on Raymond Navajo chapter land. OBI grants are making a difference there.
We're finishing up a project where we've put fiber to the home in part of our network territory that has the highest percentage of people experiencing poverty. It is essential for education. It's essential for medicine.
Many rural students have no internet once they return from school. Now, 13 OBI Student Connect Awards mean thousands of student households will get fixed wireless certs.
Technology is moving so quickly that when our Native American students have access to broadband, it also increases their ability to have access to digital literacy resources, which we know can increase literacy skills for Native American students.
I personally feel like it's better for students to have a strong internet connection, as this will help them not only turn in assignments early, but also help them in the future, such as when they do college assignments.
OBI's statewide education network, known as the SEN, is linking schools and allowing school districts to connect and collaborate on many levels.
The SEN is the most effective and efficient way, including from a cost perspective, to provide cybersecurity, to provide relief in terms of administrative overhead, and provide technical support that is desperately needed.
So far, 222 schools or education sites have access to the network, serving nearly 94,000 students and more than 22,000 teachers and staff.
They can share courses, they can share projects, they can share work, they can share clubs, they can share pretty much anything that is available on a computer can be shared through the statewide education network.
Broadband has become a critical infrastructure, and those who lack access are often left behind in the digital dust.
It is as fundamental as being able to have electricity to a home. It's an essential utility.
That office is doing the yeoman's work of bringing all of these broadband speeds and access to broadband up here in New Mexico. So we're very fortunate in New Mexico to have all of this put together.
Providers that have worked closely with the agency say its role in the state is invaluable.
We tell them exactly what we need, and they work with us and help us to further develop our infrastructure at the Pueblo. So it's a big benefit and wonderful collaboration.
It really is an honor to be able to work alongside our tribal communities and be able to see the pride that they have in the work that they're accomplishing, all the obstacles they're overcoming, and how we're able to work together.
OBI's mission isn't easy. It takes time, careful planning, and addressing technical and administrative issues like land ownership, permitting, and rights of way. But OBI is moving forward. Across New Mexico, more than fiber is being spliced these days. Ribbon cuttings demonstrate the successes of broadband deployments statewide. Like in Los Lunas, where state officials and dignitaries recently celebrated 4,000 new rural broadband connections, including 975 student households who will finally receive reliable internet.
I'm hoping that this will bring a better change, not just for me, but for my community and other communities in Valencia County.
New Mexico really shows an emphasis on connecting their communities and taking care of their students, which is great. We don't see that across all the states we operate in. There seems to be a real focus on it here. And so we're honored to be that partner.
For students, broadband invites unlimited possibilities.
It actually provides an incredible opportunity for them to see the world as they may have never have seen it before.
OBI's work has become a true asset for the state.
That moves forward New Mexico in all areas, not just educationally, but when we talk about from an economic standpoint, from business standpoints, healthcare.
Turning these networks on, lighting the fiber, building the towers, putting the network infrastructure on individual households. That is probably what brings the greatest joy, is being able to celebrate with people around New Mexico for the work that we're getting done.
Coach.
I'm grateful that the Office of Broadband is fully committed to getting the last 10% of our state connected. They have my full and undivided support and attention.
With OBI's work, there will be more than beauty on the New Mexico landscape. There will soon be broadband connectivity across the horizon.